Hey everyone, welcome. So, you want to get a handle on your money, right? But without getting bogged down in crazy spreadsheets or giving up everything you love? Well, you've come to the right place. We're about to dive into some simple but seriously powerful daily habits that can totally transform your financial future. All right, let's jump in. You know that feeling, right? It's the end of the month, you peek at your bank account, and you're just like, wait a second, where did all my money go? It's such a common feeling. Seriously, we've all been there. But here's the good news, and there is good news. There's a really simple way to figure it out and actually start getting ahead. Okay, so first things first. Part one, we're gonna create your financial blueprint. I mean, think about it. You wouldn't build a house without a plan, would you? Of course not. And it's the exact same idea with your money. This step is all about getting that crystal clear picture so you can finally feel like you're in the driver's seat. All right, let's talk about the word budget for a second. A lot of us hear that word and we just cringe, right? It sounds like a punishment, like a financial diet where you can't have any fun. But we need to flip that idea on its head. A budget isn't about restriction, it's about control. It's a plan that gives you permission to spend on the things you care about. It's you telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It's pure empowerment.
And here's the thing, it's not as complicated as it sounds. It really boils down to these three simple steps. First, you just track your spending. And listen, this is a no judgment zone. It's just about seeing where your money is actually going. Step two, you set some limits. Nothing crazy, just some guardrails for yourself. And the last step, and this is crucial, you review it regularly, just to make sure it's still working for you. That's really it. Track, set, and review. See? You can totally do this. Okay, this right here, this is the core of any good budget. Just getting clear on the difference between needs and wants. Needs, that's the stuff you absolutely have to live, right? A roof over your head, food, utilities. Wants, well, that's pretty much everything else. The latest phone, eating out, that subscription you barely use. When you make sure your needs are covered first, you're building a solid foundation. Everything else is just a bonus. It sounds simple, but I'm telling you, this little shift in how you think is a total game changer.
All right, so that leads us right into part two, mastering your daily spending. Now that we have our blueprint, our plan, we can start looking at the small, day-to-day stuff. And honestly, this is where the magic really happens. These are the little choices that add up to huge results over time. Let's talk about shopping. You can actually think of it like a game that you can get really good at winning. That simple shopping list, that's your secret weapon against those sneaky impulse buys. And spending just a minute or two comparing prices online, that can save you some serious cash. Oh, and don't sleep on secondhand. Seriously, thrift stores and online marketplaces can be absolute gold mines for amazing stuff at a tiny fraction of the original price. Your own home is actually one of the biggest places you can find savings. I mean, just think about it. That $5 coffee every morning or buying lunch every day, it adds up so fast. Cooking at home, that's a double win. It's way cheaper and usually healthier too. And here's a huge one. Do a subscription audit. Go through your bank statement and find all those little recurring charges. That streaming service you forgot you even had, the moment you cancel it, that's literally free money back in your pocket. And this is something I really want to stress. Having a budget does not mean you have to have a boring life. Not at all. There is so much free entertainment out there. Think about parks, hiking trails, your local library, community events. And honestly, some of the best memories are made doing simple things, like having a game night or a movie night at home with friends. You don't have to spend a ton of money to have a great time. Okay, listen up, because this might be the most powerful trick in this entire guide. It's so simple. Before you click that Buy Now button, or before you walk up to the cash register, just pause, just for a few seconds, and ask yourself one question. Do I really need this? That tiny little gap, that moment of thought, is everything. It's the difference between an impulse buy you'll probably forget about tomorrow and a smart decision you'll be proud of. Okay, so we've got our foundation, we're getting a handle on our daily habits. Now we get to the really exciting part. Part three, building long-term security. This is where we shift from just managing our money to making our money start working for us. This next concept is a huge mindset shift, and it's so important. Pay yourself first. What does that mean? It means before a single dollar goes to rent or bills or groceries, a portion of it goes to you, to your future self. You have to start treating your savings like it's the most important bill you have to pay. So as soon as that paycheck hits your account, the very first thing you do is move money into your savings. It's non-negotiable. This one habit guarantees you're always building your future. So how do we actually do this? The easiest way,
automate it. Just set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your savings account for right after you get paid. You set it once and it just happens. You don't have to think about it. And while you're building up your savings, you also want to attack any high-interest debt you have, like on a credit card. Because that debt is like running a race with weights on. Saving and paying down debt, they're two sides of the same coin, and they're both working to make you financially stronger.
All right, here are some easy wins. This is stuff you can do with just a couple of phone calls. Did you know that your internet, cable, or cell phone provider probably has better rates available, but they're not just going to hand them to you? You have to ask. So don't be shy. Give them a call and just ask if there's a better deal. The worst they can say is no. Same thing goes for insurance. Take an hour once a year to shop around. You could save hundreds for the exact same coverage.
So what's this number all about? 1 to 2 degrees. That's it. We're talking about your thermostat. Just adjusting it by 1 or 2 degrees. A little warmer in the summer, a little cooler in the winter, can have a real impact on your energy bills. It's a change you probably won't even feel, but trust me, your wallet will. It's the perfect example of how a tiny, consistent change can add up to big savings. Okay, let's pull all of this together. Our whole path to saving really comes down to this simple 3-part plan. First, we created the blueprint to get clear on where we stand. Then, we focused on those daily habits to get control of our spending. And finally, we put strategies in place to build real long-term security.
And here it all is, in one spot. This is your financial toolkit. Everything from the big picture blueprint to the daily habits to securing your future. And please remember this. This is not about being perfect. It's about making progress. If you can just pick one thing from each of these columns and start there, you will be on a completely different and much stronger financial path. I promise.
This quote really just sums it all up perfectly, doesn't it? The whole reason we're doing any of this, the point of all these tips, is to gain something so much more important than just a few extra dollars. It's about getting financial stability. It's about having the freedom to save for your big goals. This isn't just about pinching pennies. It's about designing and building the life you actually want to live. So I'm going to leave you with a challenge, a question. Please don't try to do all of this at once. You'll just get overwhelmed. I want you to pick just one thing, just one. Maybe it's finally canceling that one subscription you don't use, or maybe it's just setting up that first tiny automatic transfer to your savings account. The key is to just start. So think about it. What's the one small change you are going to make today?